the silence, shattering the glass. The future is screaming, forget about the past. I am the echo in the hollows. I am the one who answers when the darkness calls. This distant heartbeat is all that remains, tearing the weakness out of my veins. Out of my veins. I'm walking through the ruins of the man I used to be, breaking every lock, setting every demon free. They built a wall of marble just to keep the truth inside, but there's nowhere for the architect of ash to hide. The ink is dry, the stone is cracked, the cycle is complete. I'm burning down the path to keep the rhythm in my feet.
Welcome fucking back, guys. We are on Path of Exile 2 Return of the Ancient, and today I want to show you my ICE Shot build and how we roll this season. I'm playing the first class that I played when they released beta on Path of Exile 2, the DeadEye Ranger on ICE Shot. I played last season Pathfinder Ranger on Poison, and let me tell you guys, I think it was the strongest build that I played, the strongest class that I played the entire time on Path of Exile. I also played the Monk, the Wolf last season, the Ice Wolf, the Druid. They were also very, very strong. But the Pathfinder Ranger on Poison, it was crazy good. It was crazy good. It had insane clearing. It had insane damage on boss. I think I was wiping bosses in like 2 seconds with the Poison, and it was crazy good, crazy good. By far the strongest build that I play. But this season, I want to play the ICE Shot. I missed that nice ice clearing on the screen. I miss freezing monsters, and yeah. So let me show you what we play this season. I tried to play a bit different than I usually play the ICE Shot build. I tried to mix the Herald of Ice with Herald of Ash. They have good synergy on clearing. It has a very nice aesthetics, I think, with the fire and ice on the screen. So yeah, let me show you exactly what you have to do. By the way, this is a friendly budget build. You don't have to spend crazy amount of divines, I don't know, the currency or whatever you want to call it. It's not that expensive. It's actually cheap. As you can see, I don't have like crazy fucking items. I have normal items. I think I paid for this bow like around maybe 3 or 4 divines. I don't remember. I took it pretty early. So it's not that expensive. The rings are also not that expensive. I paid like 2 divines for this lazuli fucking shit ring. I think I paid like less than 1 divine for this gold ring. This, I think it cost me maybe 1 divine or something like this. The only thing expensive on my gear is this Kadiros Gambit Prime Quiver. Expensive, I mean, like, it's not like Headhunter expensive, like hundreds of divines. It's around 10, 15 divines, something like this. You can easily farm it. I saw that this season divines are a bit more common. They drop a bit more often, not crazy often, but they drop a bit more often. I made like, I dropped in the campaign, I think around 5 divines, something like this, maybe 4, like 5. And as I progressed into the endgame, I think I also made, I don't know, like 20, maybe 30 divines, something like this, from random drops in random maps. So yeah, it was pretty decent. Okay, yeah, so I disconnected the controller because I noticed that fucking sound. It was itching my brain. It was like tick, 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 non-stop. Okay, so I will show you like this. For the ICE Shot, we will use Ice by 2. It gives us a nice amount of cold damage for 6 seconds as a buff when we're freezing an enemy, and we will freeze a lot of enemies. We use Elemental Armament 2 for more elemental attack damage, of course. We have also rapid attacks for more attack speed and more damage. And we use also freeze because we want to freeze these fucking mobs faster, the bosses. And it will help us with the freeze. Of course, this is a budget version of the socket gems. You will need also here later in the game as you progress and you make more divines and you become more rich. You will need Rakiata's Flow, you will need Garukan's Resolve. They will skyrocket your DPS, they are very fucking OP. So right now, this is what we use as a budget-friendly version. Next, we have Freezing Salvo. This will use only on the fucking bosses. It will help us freeze them. As you can see, it has a 106 more freeze build-up. This will usually freeze your boss when you hit it. And it's very, very nice to have. But for the clearing, we only use the Ice Shot. It's good enough. And on Freezing Salvo, we use Concentrated Area for more area damage, of course, more freezing. We use Projectile Acceleration. We use Ice Bite 1. And we use Close Combat 2 because we will cast it at close range. And it will help us deal more damage and freeze faster the boss. The next, we use our only defensive fucking skill, the Wind Dancer. Is very good to use because it will give you 10% more evasion rating per stage, and you gain 3 stages. It will give you basically like 30% more evasion rating, which is very nice. And when you are being hit, it will consume all your stage and to trigger Gale Force and to trigger what the fuck you have in here. Like, for example, I only have Knockback to trigger to knock back the enemies, but you can put something else also here like Blind or Maim or whatever, but I don't think you need it. You need only Knockback and Blind like I have here, Blind 2. I use Clarity 2 for more mana regen. You will see that you will need pretty much a lot of mana regen, not for clearing on the maps, but for the fucking bosses, because we'll use Tornado Shot, and Tornado Shot will fuck our mana, but it's good. And next we'll use Cooldown Recovery to use it to gain those stages more faster. The next one is Herald of Ice, of course, our clearing main fucking shit. We use it with Elemental Armament. We use it with Long Shot. We use it with Elemental Focus for more elemental damage. We use it with Magnified Area for that big fucking clearing screen. And we use it with Cold Attunement. And the next one, it's where it gets a bit more fun. We use also Herald of Ash for that fire explosion that will ignite our enemies based on the overkill damage dealt. And we use it with Magnified Area. You will see that we use different fucking type of shits. Here we use mostly damage and area stuffs. Here we will use only a bit of area stuff and like fucking supports like Swift Affliction and Acrimony, which is very good. And Fire Mastery is not mandatory, but I didn't have anything else to put there, so I put this shit. So yeah, it's very not necessary to put it, but you can put it. On Freezing Mark is very important, guys, to use it on your second weapon set. Right now my weapon set are fucked up because I disconnected the controller and it resetted everything. As you can see, I don't have any skills, I have only Freezing Mark. But you will want to use this Freezing Mark only with weapon set 2, as you will see in the passive tree skill. You will see why and you will understand. But basically you want Freezing Mark and your only skill on weapon set 2. The rest of your offensive, defensive, whatever the fuck you want, the rest you want it on your first weapon set. So yeah, Freezing Mark on second weapon set, the rest only on your first weapon set. Okay, so for the Freezing Mark, we will use Prolonged Duration. So the Freezing Mark stays longer on our enemies, on the bosses, on the mobs, on whatever the fuck you want. We use Mark of Siphoning 2, we use Charge Marked, and we use Eternal Marked. You will need to use this because they are very important. As you can see, Mark of Siphoning cause you to leech mana equal to 8% of physical attack damage. Enemies marked by supported skills cause you to leech life, which is very nice. This it will help you trigger charge mark when they are activated, so it's also very good to have. And this, it says that marks from supported skills are not consumed for the first time they activated, which is also very nice for us. It's how to say, it's a quality of life, and it's nice to have it. The next one, it's I think it's the most important, the Mirage Archer. The Mirage Archer gives a lot of damage. It gives almost the same as your damage, 30% less, but it's very good to have. As you can see, mine for example, it lasts almost 7 seconds, which is very good. You can have it almost all the time. And basically you have like a little buddy with you. less stronger than you, but still good. You will not play alone. Those lonely fucking nights that you play alone, it will not be alone anymore. So use the Mirage Archer. It's especially good on the bosses. It will basically almost double your damage, so it's very nice to have. It's also good for clearing if you are in a problem, if you have a lot of rare monsters. You just fucking dodge, your body pops up, and you fuck all the mobs. And we use it with Ice Shot, with our main skill, of course. You want him to shot ice shots. With Elemental Armament 2, with Rapid Attacks 2, you will notice that it's similar to what we have. But we also use it with cooldown recovery, because cooldown recovery will make us have it more often, and with prolonged duration to have it more with us on the screen. And these are very mandatory to have. The next thing I want to show you guys is, actually we'll leave it for the last. I will show you what I have on Tornado Shot. Tornado Shot is very good for the bosses, guys. We don't need this fucking tornado. We don't need it on clearing mobs on maps. Only maybe if you are in a tight situation where a lot of rare or some fucking mobs, I don't know, surround you, or you have a problem killing them. You can use this on a rare mob to kill it faster. But this is mandatory for the bosses. It will skyrocket your damage when you pop those tornado shots and fucking shots, ice shots on it. You will see, as you can see in the intro, I think, you can see Zesht dropping like hell after I pop the tornado shots and I froze him. So it's very good to have for bosses. As you can see, we don't use snipe. I don't think we need it. We need snipe because we have a lot of damage anyway. And it's, in my opinion, it's a waste of time. I saw some people using snipe for the bosses. It's true, it gives like good damage, but I don't think we need it because we already have good damage. And some people have problems with that window of opportunity to they miss that big damage thing. But we don't need a snipe. We have tornado shot, and we use it with prolonged duration for more skill effect duration, so those tornado shots stays longer. With blind 2, with overabundance, what the fuck? With overabundance 2, with magnified area 2. This is what we use. And next thing I want to show you is this fucking little skill, refutation. It's crazy good. It's crazy good. It will spend all your ward to gain a short duration buff that causes you to block all blockable hits and apply parried to enemies from which you block the hit. Basically, when you block a hit, you will give insane more damage. This is the short description. You don't have to read all. You only need to read this line, like parry debuffs makes target take 50% more attack damage. So it will skyrocket your damage. It's very good for bosses. You don't need it anywhere else, but this is very good for bosses. That's why we don't need fucking snipe, because this little fucking refutation gives us a lot of damage and it's easy to have. I mean, you don't need a lot of ward. It costs like 11 ward. For example, my only ward gear is this fucking gloves. I specifically ward it just for the refutation, so I can use it. So it's not a big thing. So yeah, this I think it's one of your most important skills on the bosses. This refutation and tornado shot. This will make you forget about snipe. Will make you forget about everything. These are a very fucking good combo. So you will need to use this refutation. It's very good. As you can see, I showed you my gear earlier. My bow is not extremely wow. It's a good bow. It's a decent bow. It's not like a fucking weak shit, but it's a good bow. I told you it didn't cost me more than 3, 4, 5 divine, something like this. So it's not that expensive. I don't know the price right now, but it shouldn't be more. It has like around 400 DPS in total if you look on the trade. So yeah, you basically need this critical hit chance to be higher than 4. This is your most important stat on the bow. So you need to focus on that and build around that critical hit chance. Having on slot is also good. On rings, you will want flat cold damage. You will want some resistances, of course, whatever you miss. And I also use with Leech physical attack damage as mana. because I used to have problem with mana. Right now I don't have much problem with mana because I have a lot of mana regeneration. I will show you. I have, I think here I have 36 mana regeneration, which is very good. I also have in the passive tree, I will show you, so I don't need that much mana right now. But yeah, on the rings you basically want flat cold damage, flat lightning damage, flat fire damage, flat physical damage, anything with damage. If you get like a ring with 3 flat damages is perfect. For example, like this one. Let me show you. I have a nice ring here. I don't know where it is. I think here. Okay, I use this ring, but I told you in the beginning that I switched to a rarity build to try to get more fucking currency and see how it works. So I switched this topaz ring with 3 flat damages, like physical damage to attacks, cold damage to attacks, and lightning damage to attacks. This is a very good ring. I think it's worth around, I don't know, maybe 10 divines, I think, something like this. I didn't pay 10 divines. I paid like 5, maybe something like this. But I think it's a bit more expensive right now. But I switched to this last ring because it gives me rarity and still gives me a decent flat amount of cold and lightning damage. Some resistances also, some mana regen, which is nice. So yeah, this is what you want basically on your rings. If you don't care about that much rarity on items, you can find easier what you want for the rings. For your amulet, I'm using this amulet. Leaving aside the fucking shit stats that I have on the amulet, like spell damage and double rarities. Strength is good, spirit is good. You want higher spirit for this to run this build. But the most important thing is the serrated edges. I don't know how to click on it, but I will show you here. The serrated edges is very nice for the bosses, guys. It will give you a lot of damage and some critical hit chance for attacks. It will give you 30% increased attack damage against rare or unique enemies, which is very nice to have. I think it's your best in slot anoint on the amulet. This you can do it in only in the endgame. After you kill 5 delirious map bosses, it's not that hard. You just to do this quest, guys, to do the delirious 5 map bosses or whatever it's fucking called, you just need to enter a map with a delirium mirror. You go complete the fucking map without touching that mirror. After you complete the map without killing the boss, of course, you come back to the mirror, you enter in the mirror, you jump from the checkpoint that it will spawn near the mirror to the boss, you jump to the boss checkpoint and you kill the boss while in the fog, while the delirium is active. That's how we complete it. It was very easy. It was very easy to do it. You can do it very fucking fast, so you don't have to stress with it. But yeah, this is your best in slot anoint. If you feel like you are missing like evasion, for example, you can anoint this, but later in the end game for the bosses you will want this. And as you can see, I don't yet have this. I'm level 90. The next 4 points in my passive skill will go to here, these 3 nodes of evasion and this bestial skin to get more evasion from our body armor is a must to have. I didn't felt the need to have it until now, but it is a very good and strong upgrade. It will raise your evasion rating, your deflection rating, because you get more evasion, and it's very nice. So yeah, let's return to the gear. On your belt, you will need as much resistance as you can get. Of course, for the belt, later in the end game, you will want a headhunter. It's best in slot, is a must-have, it's whatever the fuck you want to call it, but right now it's fucking expensive. I don't have the currency, I don't have the time to farm it. I tried to Orb of Chance some heavy belts, I got like nothing. The GGG mocked me, but it's okay. I will get it, I don't know, sooner or later. But until you get that headhunter, you want as much resistances as you can get, sorry. And you need to have 2 charm slots to use these 3 fucking charm slots. These 3 charm slots are not expensive. They are very cheap actually. I didn't pay a lot for these 3. You will need this Arakali's Gift Antidote Charm to grant immunity to poison. You will need Nascent Hope to grant immunity to freeze. And you will need the Fall of the Axe Silver Charm to your speed be unaffected by the slows. These are your best in slots. Of course, Rite of Passage is better. I think you can drop this fucking shit and use Rite of Passage if you have the currency, if you are a rich motherfucker, if you have money, use Rite of Passage. But if not, use these three. On our flasks, I use a normal life flask. It's not, I don't use it much often. But this is very important, guys, to have. It's very cheap. It's very cheap to get. The Lavianga Spirits Gargantuam, whatever the fuck mana flask. This is your best in slot mana life flask, because not because it gives us a lot of mana or something, because it gives us fucking shit mana, but its effect is applied constantly, and because of that we can take this little node here on the passive, the Imbibe Power, and we get 25% increased damage during any flask effect, and we have non-stop flask effect because of this Lavianga Spirits whatever mana flask. So this is very good. This is very good node. I think there are a few more other nodes with I don't know where they are, but I think they are here with this similar effect, but I don't think you need that many. This is good. You get some attack speed, you take some increased damage. It's very nice. So yeah, you need this Lavianga. For the boots, you need a mixed evasion and energy shield boots. You need as much high increased speed movement speed you can get, because we need to move fast. As you can see, my boots are not extremely extraordinary boots. I only got them because it gave me that +10 spirit and I needed it. It gave me some nice rarity. It has a lot of movement speed, and most important, it gives me some intelligence to help me with the attributes. And yeah, on the gloves, we have like evasion gloves. Not something extraordinary, some resistances, some fire, some lighting. I bought them mostly for the rarity and those flat cold and fire damage. You will want to put later in the game to socket it with 8% increased attack speed. I think it's called Idol something Wolf, I don't remember. Let me check. On the currency exchange, I want attack speed. And it's this Idol of Sirius. This will you will have to put in your gloves. It's not expensive. I think it's I don't know, maybe 20 exalted, something like this. 42 exalted. Okay, it's not that expensive. It's good. So you need to have this on your gloves. For the armor, I think this is your best in slot, especially if you can get it earlier. This is your best because it also gives you some dexterity, which is very needed. It gives you more freeze duration on enemies, and the evasion rating is doubled if you have not been hit recently. It's crazy good. It's crazy good. Let's not talk about gain 20% of damage as extra cold, which is also very good. The elemental alignment threshold is also very good. Yeah, so I think this is the best in slot. You can also use something similar to this if you want more spirit, for example. If you have problem with spirit, maybe you want more resistance or whatever the fuck you want, I don't care. You can use something like this, a lot of high evasion rating, and you can get some spirit, some dexterity, some more resistance. Is also good. It's also good. It's not bad. So you can, if you don't have this, you can buy something similar to this, like I have here. So yeah. And for your helmet, sorry about the shield, I played a lot of Diablo, I played a lot of Paladin this fucking week, these fucking months, my brain is fucked up. So on your helmet, you want a helmet with as much possible energy shield, because we use the Subterfuge Mask, which is very good defensive node. You will need this fucking shit. So yeah, that's why you want as much energy shield as possible on the helmet. And of course, on the helmet, you will want some stats, like I have, like intelligence. You want maybe some resistances to help you with the resistances. I got some rarity to help me to reach 100% rarity. And very important, you need mandatory increased critical hit chance as high as possible. This will help you with the critical hit chance to go higher and higher. And of course, our most expensive fucking shit in this build is the Kadiros Gambit Prime Quiver. You don't care about the skill speed, you don't care about the attack speed, which is, of course, is nice. It's a bonus, but you will care about This, each arrow is fired a crescendo, a splinter, reversing, diamond, conventions, or blah blah blunt fucking arrow. These are very strong, especially the Covetous, I think it's called. I don't know how to pronounce it. But that fucking arrow, Covetous, if you kill a mob or boss or whatever, if you're lucky to hit it with that arrow, because it's random, it will drop it will drop like 600% more rarity. So yeah, let me show you. Enemies killed with Covetous arrow drop items with 600% increase rarity, which is crazy good, crazy good. Also, this thing is good. Crescendo will change 6 additional times and deal 60% increased damage. It's very fucking strong. Splinter is also very good to split towards 6 targets. Reversing, your arrows will return to you. This with diamond you get critical hits with 60% increased critical damage, is very nice. And the blunt arrow, it will cause you to give 600% increased stun build up. So yeah, this quiver, it's your best in slot. If you don't have enough currency earlier, I get it. I didn't have it also at the beginning, I got it later. You can use something similar to, let me see if I can have it. I don't know if I can have it, maybe someone bought it. Oh, I can have it. You will want something similar to this. You will want some flat damage, increased damage with bow skill, which is the most important. You will want some projectile speed. You will want critical hit chance for attacks, of course. You will want some stats like dexterity, like whatever the fuck you need. You want, of course, projectiles, level 2 projectiles if you can get. It's also very strong. You don't need that 100% chance to pierce an enemy. You can get a bow with more critical hit chance. It's also very good, but you want something similar. Also, for the bow, I will show you. You can use this bow early game because it's very strong bow early game. I used it until I think Act 4, maybe even higher a bit. It's very strong bow. I don't have the bow itself anymore. I think I sold it. But you need this bow. You will crit a lot with it. As you can see, it has a lot of crit hit chance. It's very good. It has a lot of physical damage. And it is not even socketed or something like that. Your arrows will fork, your arrows will pierce, your arrows will fuck everyone. It's very good bow to use early game until you can switch to, I don't know, something like this or something like this. It's your choice. This is also a very good armor for early game. I dropped this, I don't know, some boss in the campaign. This is very good armor because it gives you nice resistances. It gives you a lot of fucking evasion and it increases your movement speed by 25%. Plus 1% per 600 evasion rating up to a maximum of 75%. It's very good in the campaign because you will move fast. It will help you a lot with progressing the campaign. So this is very good armor for early version of this build. So this armor and this fucking bow, this will help you a lot. These are very good. Let me show you now the talent tree. The passive skill tree, sorry. It's not something crazy. For the Ascendancy, as you can see, I don't have my 4th Ascendancy skill because I'm a pleb, but I will make it. Probably today or tomorrow when I will have time. And the last Ascendancy skill point, I think I will take another Mirage DeadEye to have 2 buddies with me, to have 2 little friends, have a party together. Though I want to also try these cold shots, which I think is very nice. Every few seconds it frees an enemy automatically. It's a very nice quality of life. I don't think it's that good for bosses. For bosses, I think this will be way better, but I will try both. And the first Ascendancy skill you want to take in the campaign is this, Gathering Winds, to move faster, to help you with the speed, to help you with everything. This is the best choice to take your first Ascendancy skill. Then you want to move here to get point blank and endless munition to fire on additional projectiles, which is very nice. This is mandatory, this is mandatory. This, I don't know, I will still think about it. Cold shot sounds nice. Mirage DeadEye, another body with me, it sounds also nice. I will check, I will see. I start on this line. I think it's your best option because you get this Hunt Instincts, which is very nice. You get Vile Wounds. It will help you. It will help you with damage hits against enemy affected by your alignments. That means against affected by your freezing, by your chilling, and it's very nice. You can also take this route, like here, if you want like movement speed, if you want reduce movement penalty from using skills while moving. It's also a decent option. You get more evasion when you dodge. It's also a decent option. And I will give you the third option. You can also go with here if you want more attributes. If you need, I don't know, if you lack some strength or intelligence or dexterity or anything, you can go this path. As you can see, early game, I will show you exactly how to progress from the early game, not to the end game, from the early game. You will want to go like this. You will want to go lower, get more attributes, get this fucking jewel socket. We'll talk about jewels a bit later. And you want to go all the way down here and take these fucking shits. You take these two little nodes also catalysis is also very good. You will move here, but pay attention. I will show you on Mobalytics. I will show you on the build planner. You will need to take some skills on your weapon set 1. You will need some skills on your weapon set 2. As you can see, lower here I stopped and I took only on weapon set 2. I went to this big fucking node, which affects all my mark skills. It's for the freezing mark. All the green lines, all the weapon set 2 is for the freezing mark. You will need these sheets for more effect duration, for more effect of your mark skills, mana cost efficiency of the freezing mark, because as you can see, it costs a lot of mana. This will help you. So yeah, you basically want these little nodes. You want this mark for death is very good. Culling strike or cooling strike or whatever the fuck is called. I don't know how to pronounce it. But this culling strike against enemies you mark is very, very strong because, as you know or you don't know, culling strike kills normal enemies if their life is at 35% or below, magic enemies at 20%, rare at 10, and unique at 5. This is very good because if a boss has like 5% and you hit him, it will die. It will boom, easy. So it's very nice to have this culling strike. Then I moved a bit up. I moved a bit up here. I took like two attribute little nodes. I took this bow damage, and on weapon set 1, I put these two increased critical damage with bows and sniper, which is very good because arrows gain critical chance as they travel farther, up to 40% increased critical chance after 7 meters. So as long as your arrows travel more and farther, you will have more critical chance. Basically, that's it. Then I moved up here. This is very important to have. These little 3 nodes. I put them all on weapon set 1. This herald damage, and coming calamity. This will give us 40% increased cold damage while affected by Herald of Ice, and we always have it. 40% increased fire damage while affected by Herald of Ash, and we always have it. About Herald of Thunder, we don't fucking care, we don't need it. But these all 3 little nodes and this coming calamity, all on weapon set 1. Then I move up, and this is also very important to take because we are a critical hit build. You will want these little nodes for more critical damage bonus, for more critical hit chance, and stack true. This is the most important you want to get because our attacks have plus 1% to critical chance, similar to this. As you can see, it's very good to have. It will maximize your critical hit chance. So we want these nodes. Then I moved up here again. I took this socket gem. We will talk about this a bit later. I moved here to take another attribute node, and then I moved to these big damage nodes, but all of them you need to have them on weapon set 1 because it's very important. basically it gives us chance to daze enemy on hit, and we have more critical chance against dazed enemies and more critical damage against dazed enemies. We will daze them a lot, and you will boost your damage and your critical hit chance against them. They are mandatory to have. Let's talk about this. You will need a time lost sapphire here to maximize your lethal and these nodes. You will want to get something like, for example, like I have here, for example, you will want, for example, like I have here, some increased maximum energy shield is good. Damage penetrates cold resistances is good. As you can see, these little nodes all penetrates cold resistances, guys. It's very important. It's very good. I also have critical damage bonus. This is, I think this is mandatory to have critical damage bonus, and mana on kill is also very good. It will help us with your mana. As you can see on the big nodes, I have recover 1% of maximum mana on kill on all these fucking big nodes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big nodes. That means 5% mana on kill. It's very good. This is not that expensive. I think maybe 1, 2 divines, maybe lower, not that expensive. Depends only on what bonuses you have on the notable passive skills, on the small passive skills. So you need to find a little balance. Maybe find something not that expensive, but also not fucking shit. So you basically want this with a radius small to get all these fucking nodes. This is mandatory, and we are finished with this part of the tree. This you want to take early game, like I showed you. After that, you can move to put again on weapon set 2. Again, for your mark skills, you want this. You want the Noble Wolf to have increased magnitude of alignment. You flank against marked enemies. That means you have more magnitude of the freezing, of the chilling, of the igniting for the Herald of Ash, which is very good. More critical hit chance against marked enemies. Again, we need, because we are a critical hit build. And then we move again on weapon set 2 to have more use skill on the mark skills, more more use speed on the mark skills. And you need this on-site thing, because near enemies you mark are blinded. So if I don't know, you fight some rares or whatever with a lot of mobs around it, you just mark one. Everyone is blinded. And for the bosses, most importantly, they can't fucking deal critical hits on you. So they basically can't really one-shot you if you have decent defenses or something like this. For sure, there will be some bosses that can one-shot you, definitely, like, I don't know, maybe Arbiter, or I don't know, something strong. But yeah, this on-site is very important. All this green on weapon set 2. Here I put a normal jewel, but mostly because here you will want something like this. You want increased damage with hits against rare and unique enemies. This is your most important thing you want on this jewel. To have more, you have like 20% damage from here, you have from serrated edges another 30%. So basically you get like 50% more damage on the bosses, on the rares, which die harder. And also very important, you need to recover 2% of maximum life on kill. The rest depends on you, whatever the fuck you want, whatever the fuck you like, whatever, I don't know, whatever fetish you have to put. But these two with damage against rare and uniques and recover maximum life for kill are mandatory. I don't care about anything else. And after that, I start to move up here with these little attribute nodes. I took this, I showed you earlier, because of the life flask we are using, because of the Laviangas. We always have life flask effect on us, and we always get this attack speed and damage during maps, during bosses, during whatever the fuck you want, during, I don't know, even in the hideout. And it's very good. Then I moved right here, and we take this defensive node, which is very important for us, the subterfuge mask, which I told you we need high energy shield helmet to maximize our evasion. This is mandatory to have. And then I went here for more freeze buildup and elemental damage. This is also very good to have for the freeze buildup. This gives you increased damage for each type of elemental alignment on enemy, like chill, freeze, ignite, that we are using. If you have problems with freezing or something, early game, you can also take these 4 little nodes with Snow Piercer. It will penetrate the cold resistances. You can freeze them faster, but in the end game, it's not that mandatory. You can, I don't know, you can ignore it. Then I moved here and I put on weapon set 1 again, all these 3 little nodes with Blinding Strike. We have more chance to blind enemies on hit with attacks and more attack damage, of course. Then I moved up here. Up here is our most important zone. Here we'll put on weapon set 1 again. We'll put these attack damage nodes with concussive attacks with 5% chance to daze on hit. It's also very good. It will help us with this. So yeah. Then I moved, look, I will show you if you have mana problems. I used to have mana problems. Right now I don't have that much mana problems. I still think I need this for the bosses, so I keep them. You will want these mana cost efficiency nodes. These are very strong. You will notice a big, how to tell you, you will notice good amount of mana that you will not fucking waste. It will lower your mana consumption. It will regenerate you some more mana. It's very good. It will sustain you basically through everything. If you have these 3 nodes, you will not have problems with mana anymore. Also, if you put some mana regens on the gear, maybe some leech physical mana as attack damage, it's very good, and you will not have problems with this anymore, with mana fucking issues. Then we'll move here and put again on weapon set 1. We'll take these little nodes. You can also take this one if you want. It doesn't really matter. I take this for more critical hit chance. Anything is good here. Weapon set 1, don't forget. Then I move here to put on weapon set 1 and 2 to take this crashing wave. It's very good. 25% increased damage if you've dealt a critical hit in the past 8 seconds. We always crit, and we always have this damage boost on us, so it's very good. We also take flow like water. It's very nice. Attack speed, cast speed. We don't need cast speed, but whatever. Dexterity, intelligence is very good. Attack speed means more damage. Here some defensive nodes, very important. Shield and energy shield and evasion rating. Step like Mist is very good. It gives us movement speed, more mana regen, help us with the mana sustain. Some more attributes which are always welcome. And here it's very important node with freeze buildup, and Essence of the Mountain gives us even more freeze buildup and gain 5% of damage as extra cold damage. And after that we proceed further up to take our most important socket, jewel socket. This is a bit expensive, like not crazy expensive, just few divines, but you may not have the enough currency to take it early game. But as you progress, if you are reaching the point of this passive skill zone, for sure you are a higher level, and maybe you farm some currency, I don't know, you can get something similar. We need double gain of damage as extra something, extra cold, extra lightning, extra fire, extra chaos, whatever. Extra cold is mandatory, the rest are optional, but you need double of this. Recover maximum life on kill, also very good but not mandatory, and increased chance to inflict alignments, it's very good but also not that mandatory, it's just a bonus. So yeah, this Heart of the Well Diamond is very good to have here. It's mandatory for the build later on, of course, when you are farming a bit more currency. And then we move up here to take all these critical hit chance and damage nodes. It will help us with our critical vision for the build, let's say. These all are mandatory. Here you want them, these 3 little nodes, to put them on weapon set 1, so don't make a mistake. And the last thing I got, more defenses here with more maximum evasion, more maximum energy shield, more evasion rating, and the spectral ward that gives us maximum energy shield per 12 item evasion on a equipped body armor. That's why I said at the beginning, it's very important to have an armor with a high base of evasion rating. The higher, the better. The higher, the better. You want more evasion, you get more shield. So yeah, you can use this. You can use what I showed you there on the stash tab. This like evasion rating higher. Anything works. Another thing I want to talk about, because a lot of people mistake when they socket their bows. or their gear in general. For your bows, it's mandatory. It's mandatory, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's mandatory to have this gain 5% of damage as extra damage of all elements. It will boost your damage further. It's very good to have. And you also want bow attacks to fire an additional arrow. These two are mandatory. If you get a corrupted bow with 3 sockets or whatever, I don't know, more sockets or whatever, you can put whatever you want on the last one, but first two you want this. These are the best options for your bow. You may see a lot of people using physical damage, using, I don't know, lighting damage, whatever the fuck, I don't know. These are your best in slot sockets. Bow attacks fire an additional arrow, gain 5% of damage as extra damage of all fucking elements in the universe. This is your best. And on your gloves, again, mandatory to have increased attack speed. Of course, this can be done later in the game. Earlier in the game, you can have some resistances to help you sustain or anything, but you need this attack speed. The rest of your gear you can put, for example, I put strength here because I missed some strength. I needed to help with strength. I will remove it actually. I will put some, I don't know, something else because I don't need it anymore. You can put resistances like I put here to help myself with the resistances. You can use the more evasion and energy shield. Here I put also resistances. On the boots you can also put movement speed. For me, I don't really need right now. I needed more resistances to, I don't know, reach the maximum threshold and don't be fucking paper in the maps. But most important, on your gloves, on your bow, this you need to have. So I think that's it, guys. I will leave you with some more highlights, with some more maps, maybe some bosses. I hope you enjoy it. I will show you my hideout because it's pretty cute. It's very nice. I wait you here if you want to have a drink, I don't know, smoke something, have a chat, whatever the fuck you want. This was me. If you like this video, if you enjoyed it, drop it a like, subscribe, whatever you want, comment, mock me, flame me, send me a kiss, send me a beer, whatever you want. I was Dead King. This was my build. Now fuck off.
Was my only friend, broken, but I will never bend. They wanted me to fall, to disappear, but now I am the only thing they fear. I feel the fire, I see the light, I am the storm inside the night. Unstoppable, unbreakable. The world is mine to take. Born from the ashes, born from the pain. My soul is on fire. No more mercy, no more chains. Liquid gold inside my veins. The gods are watching. The stars are falling. I am becoming unstoppable, unbreakable. circuit. Feel the ghost. Silver lines, counting seconds, killing time. Glass walls, neon blue. I'm the mirror, you're the view. Everything is cold, everything is static. Living in a dream, feeling so dramatic. No names, just the pulse. Nothing real, nothing else. Lose the way, lose the sound. Feet are never touching the ground. I'm rising, I'm falling. Can you hear the silence calling? Bleed, break, boom. Everything I have is what I've grown. Bleed, break, boom. I'm the king upon a hollow throne. Bleed, break, boom. I am the architect, standing all alone. Silk skin, cold touch, never needed this so much. City lights, 3 a.m. Start the cycle once again. Digital decay spinning in the system. Voices in the heart.